Hello everyone. A very good afternoon to one and all present here today. I extend a warm welcome to you for today's Looking Glass project presentations. I am Ms. Srividya Shankaran. I'll be taking you through today's set of presentations. This Looking Glass project is an initiative of 10th year celebrations of our school. In primary years program at EAS, we focus on research-based learning. Learners are provided with a lot of opportunities to actively conduct research work from grade 1 onwards. They are introduced with Super 3 and Big 6 research models. Let me tell you a little bit about the research process that our learners have been engaged with this Looking Glass project. At the beginning, they have chosen a topic of their interest, framed conceptual questions. Then they have gathered relevant information and answers for their questions by engaging with a variety of primary and secondary resources. They have organized their findings using a variety of tools in their presentation. Now I call upon Danya of grade 3 to deliver a welcome note to the audience this afternoon. Over to you, Danya.
Good afternoon, dear parents, teachers, guests, and friends. It is my privilege to welcome you all to today's set of presentations of the Looking Glass project at Akshara International School. This project is a part of our 10th year celebrations at our school, which replaces the International Teen Day. Showcase our learning on a topic of our choice and demonstrate our communication and research skills. Here is a set of presentations that are the result of our hard work over the last few months. We hope you enjoy watching our presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Danya. At the beginning of each learner's presentation, I will be giving a brief note on their research process for this Looking Glass project. Today's first presentation is by Danya of grade 3. Danya has been a very independent researcher. She was curious to know about black holes and different types of galaxies. She framed interesting factual and conceptual questions and found answers in a detailed manner. She thoroughly enjoyed her research process and developed her research skills by gathering useful information and presenting it effectively. She exhibited academic honesty by citing all the sources that she used. Over to Danya's presentations.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Harish, and I'm studying in grade 3A in Akshara International School. I'm very happy to welcome you all for our 10th year celebration. Today I'm going to take you all through my Looking Glass project on the topic space. My questions about black holes. What are black holes and how can we find them? A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot knock it out. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny space. This can happen when a star is dying because no light can get out. People can't see black holes, they are invisible. Space telescopes with special tools such as infrared camera and spectrometer which can help find black holes. These special tools can see how stars that are very close to black holes act differently than other stars. The picture that you see here is James Webb Telescope, one of the most modern telescopes, which has a gold-plated mirror that measures 6.5 meters. This can see the most faraway stars that take about 13 billion years for its light to reach the Earth. This is a picture from NASA that shows a black hole in space trying to suck in the nearest star. If this black hole sucks the star in, then the black hole will grow to be very huge and will never die. My questions about black holes are: where do black holes appear? They appear in the middle of most galaxies. Why do black holes appear in the middle of space? They appear in the middle of space because of massive star collapses. My last question about black holes are how long do black holes last for? The life of a black hole depends on its weight. The bigger the black hole, the longer it lasts. For example, if the black hole is the size of an aircraft, it would take 2 years to die. But if it was the size of a whale, it will die in 2/3 of a second. Now I'm going to take you through on my questions about galaxies. My questions about galaxies are on the next slides. My first question is, how many galaxies are there in total? The estimated number of galaxies is 100 billion galaxies, but that number is about to increase to 200. 100 billion galaxies are a really huge amount of galaxies. And now that amount of galaxies is going to increase to 200 billion galaxies. So, my second question is, what do galaxies look like? Some galaxies look like a spiral, some look elliptical, and some are irregular, and some look like the Milky Way. So you can differentiate spiral and elliptical because elliptical doesn't have a proper shape, and spiral has a bulging center with spiral arms. And then elliptical are really rare, while spiral are really common. And as you can see, our Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. My last question about galaxies is, how are planets made? Scientists believe that a planet is formed when a dense cloud of dust and gas called a nebula spins around a newly formed star. Gradually, gravity causes these bits of matter in the nebula to come together. Slowly, these clumps accumulate and grow. Eventually, these clumps become planets. This is a picture of Galileo, who found the first space telescope with which stars were seen. Next to it is one of the modern telescope called Hubble Space Telescope, which you can see stars and galaxies that are far away from the Earth. This shows us how technology has been improved. These are my citations and where you can find all the pictures and explanations of my answers, and that's it. Anyways, thank you for listening to my Looking Glass project. I would like to thank my teachers at Adira for giving me a really wonderful opportunity and letting me do this and helping me in my Looking Glass project. Thank you. Bye, Anya, Harish.
That was a wonderful and detailed presentation, Danya. You grabbed our attention by sharing interesting information about black holes in space. We have learned some interesting information about different galaxies as well from listening to you. Well done. The next presentation is by Dave of grade 3. Dave was interested to know all about recycling, the importance of recycling, the process, benefits, and facts. He was very enthusiastic and prompt with his research work submissions. He was independent in framing questions. He came up with a presentation to explain his understanding to the audience in a deeper way. He was able to draw conclusions towards the end of his research process. He was open-minded to respond to suggestions. He had always maintained a clear reference and remembered to cite all the sources he used, exhibiting academic honesty. Over to Dave's presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Dave from grade 3A and my Looking Glass project is about recycling. Let us explore about what recycling is. Recycling is the process of converting waste into new useful products. Have you ever wondered what happens to the things you throw out? There's a lot that goes on beyond the bin. And recycling makes a real difference to the environment. Do you know home is the best place to start recycling because it is so easy and we need just little effort. Then we can make a big difference. Let's save what is left of our planet. Let's move on to the research questions I had about the topic recycling. Why should we do recycling and its importance? How wastes are segregated for recycling? What are the benefits and facts about recycling? Moving ahead to why recycling and its importance. Recycling is very important to save what's left of our planet. Let's watch the video.
Recycling is better than landfill. Let's see what these products say about recycling. Why should you recycle? Recycling is important because waste has negative impact on the environment. If I am not recycled, then I become a landfill for many years. The worst I could think actually is being burned if I am not recycled, which is even more harmful. Hey there, I am a soda can and I am made up of aluminium. I can be shredded, remelted and solidified again. If I am thrown in a wrong trash, then I will become a landfill. Hi, I am a paper cup. If I am coated with plastic, then I can be recycled. However, if I am coated with wax, then you might be able to compost me.
The next most important topic is sorting of waste. Let's watch the video for a better understanding. Sorting the waste should be a top priority in order to do recycling. Let's see how to sort the trash.
3 bin services helps to sort waste in home, which is the recycle bin, food or organics bin and general waste bin.
Lime green bin is used to sort food and garden organics.
Like small branches, lawn clippings, flowers and leaves, but no sand or rocks, pet poo, cardboard boxes and paper. This includes pizza boxes, wrapping paper, but again no nappies or clothes, fruit and vegetable scraps, etc.
Recycling bin has a yellow lid.
Items that goes into this bin include glass, paper, cardboard, no nappies or clothes, drink cartons, hard plastic bottles, plastic containers codes 1 to 6, no soft plastics like chip packets, wrappers or plastic bags, steel cans, aluminium cans and foil, polystyrene but no batteries, food scraps or sharps.
Landfill bin has a red lid. Items that goes into this bin include
Soft plastics like plastic bags, plastic wrappers and chip packets, hygiene products including band-aids, nappies, toothbrushes and paste, household waste including crockery, broken glass, clothes and broken toys. Then each bin is picked up by a different kind of truck and then taken on a completely different journey. The organic waste are taken to a compost facility where it takes 8 weeks to properly break down and sold as compost to garden centers. Now the recyclable products are taken to a different transfer station and pushed onto the conveyor belts. Some bottles are sorted in drums. Plastic bottles get squished and shredded. Then magnetic tunnel is used to sort aluminium and steel, then squeezed and melted. Finally it is cooled and rolled into sheets. The landfill truck dumped everything into a big hole. Finally, even landfill can be made into something useful. Landfill waste starts to break down and turn into methane gas and used to create electricity.
Now let's see about the benefits of recycling. Recycling reduces pollution, reduces our need for new raw materials, conserves energy, reduces greenhouse gas emissions, and the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. Also, recycling leads to creation of jobs and saves money. Moving ahead, let us have a look on some of the amazing facts about recycling. Recycling a single plastic bottle can conserve enough energy to light a 60 watts bulb for up to 6 hours. Recycling recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees. Each year we throw out enough soda cans and bottles to reach the moon and back 20 times. And the list goes on. And also you can see that recycling a stack of newspaper just 3 feet high saves 1 tree. Isn't that amazing? Moving to skills and attributes. I exhibited caring attribute when I tried to express the importance of recycling for a better future and to protect our environment. I developed my research skills when I tried to collect information related to recycling and presented my understanding in a creative way. I would conclude saying that we should choose wisely. Little efforts will have big impact. Start recycling. I would request everyone to repeat this pledge after me. I will recycle to preserve natural resources, to minimize waste and landfills, to make sure the world is habitable for future generations. I thank my school for giving me this wonderful opportunity and my teachers for guiding me. Thanks once again.
Excellent, Dave. You have made your presentation very informative and detailed, sharing the conceptual connection between form, function, and causation about waste segregation. Your video about the importance of waste segregation was very creative. I simply admired the way you have made your pledge, and you also made us do the pledge with you. You have showcased your willingness to take responsible action, which will pave the way to be a responsible citizen. Well done. The next presentation is by Adira of grade 4. Adira has been a curious learner researching tigers for her project. She had framed interesting questions and her answers showcased her in-depth inquiry. Her research into the tiger's population and its threat enlightened the need of the hour. She was open to the feedback given and took them in the right spirit to make the required changes. Over to Adira's presentation.
Good afternoon all. I am Adira from grade 4 AIS school. Wondering what I am going to talk about? Well, it's about the national animal of India. Can you guess what the topic is? Yes, that's right, it's tiger. The main reason I chose this topic is that I like animals and I was so curious to inquire about animals. Then I got an idea that why shouldn't I choose the national animal of India? I exhibited learner profile attributes such as inquirer and researcher as part of this project. These are my research questions, which I designed for my project. What are the types of tigers? The tiger is the largest living cat species and member of the genus Pater. The types of tigers are Bengal tiger, Salmon tiger, Sumatran tiger, Caspian tiger, Javan tiger, Bengal tiger. If you see, Bali tigers are more in India. Where do tigers live and what do they eat? Tigers can live in a range of environments, including the Salmon tiger, swamps, grasslands, and rainforest. However, an internally component of the diet are large body weight, weighing about 20 kg of 45 lbs. Are tigers important? As a large predator, the tigers play the key role maintaining healthy ecosystems. Securing tiger landscapes could help protect at least 9 major watersheds. Are tigers powerful? Tigers are one of the strongest animals on the earth. They can jump to 16 feet high, the speed of 40 miles an hour. How did the tiger become the national animal of India? But in 1927, the Bengal tiger was adopted as the national animal in a meeting of the Indian Board of Wildlife. The main reason they given was that the tiger was important worldwide and it distributed across 16 states. Why is tiger getting endangered in the world? Even though they are popular animals, they enjoy across the world. Tiger are the in danger of disappearing from the wild. They mainly because of approaches who hunt for their bodies, parts, and habit loss. What is the current population of tigers in India? 2009 tigers are in India. Think about India. If there's only this much tigers in India, how much tigers will be in other countries or other states? As per officially estimates, India last year counted 2,967 tigers in forest against 2,266 recorded in 2014. So these are sites which I referred for this much information, and I thank the school for giving me the opportunity to part of this precious 10th year celebration. My parents were my biggest support to complete this project. I also thank my teachers and friends for constantly encouraging me and supporting me. Thank you.
Excellent presentation, Adira. You have explained your conceptual knowledge of form, function, and causation about tigers. You emphasized on how they are important for maintaining a healthy ecosystem. You also shared an interesting piece of information on how tigers became the national animal of India. Well done. The next presentation is by Anya of grade 3. Anya has been very diligent throughout her Looking Glass project's process. She took time to decide her topic and never rushed through any step. She showed discipline towards submissions and creativity in her presentation. She displayed eagerness and stuck to the timeline given to her. She truly enjoyed exploring and further developing her knowledge in her topic area. Over to Anya's presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Anya Mohan from grade 3A. For this year's Looking Glass project, I have chose my topic as paints. Why did I choose this topic? I chose this topic because art is my favorite thing to do. And I thought I could learn more about paints in my Looking Glass project. What are the types of paints? There are 5 major types of wall paints: acrylic paint, enamel paint, distemper paint, textured paint, and metallic paint. There are 2 types of spray paints: acrylic spray paints and enamel spray paints. And there are 4 types of paper paints, which are flat paints, satin paints, semi-gloss paints, and gloss paints. How to mix colors? Colors are usually mixed by cans or by droppers. Cans of paints or by droppers. But there are many ways to mix colors. What are the types of paintbrushes? The most popular types of paintbrushes are round, liner, wash, angular wash, and fine. Each type of brush has a different size to help you cover larger areas or get the slight and fine details depending on the size and subject of your painting. How do we express emotions in
painting. Usually darker colors make you feel sad and dull, but lighter and brighter colors make you feel happy and excited. Thank you.
Beautiful presentation, Anya. It was very interesting to know that colors communicate meaning, and good to know how we can use it as a powerful tool to communicate. Well done. The next presentation is by Aishman of grade 3. Aishman was very enthusiastic to research black holes as he was curious to know about it. He was completely independent in finding the answers for his factual and conceptual research questions. He completed the whole research process far ahead of time. He thoroughly enjoyed gaining more knowledge about black holes and sharing it through his presentation. He exhibited academic honesty by citing all the sources. He has prepared a small quiz for us, which he will share at the end of his presentation. So let's be alert while we are tuned in to his presentation. Over to Aishman's presentation.
Hello, I am Ayushman from Akshabal International School, studying in grade 3A. As a part of the 10th year celebration at AAIS, here I present to you my research work findings for the Looking Glass project work, all about black holes. I am sure you all are as excited as I am to know about the mysterious black hole. Our space has always fascinated me. I chose this topic because the space is so vast and mysterious. There's so much to learn and explore. Come, let's explore the world of black holes. A star is made of many gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. When hydrogen and helium collide with together, it creates radiation. As long as this radiation that keeps the star burning. Once hydrogen begins to exhaust, the star dies. This process makes the gravity in the center very, very strong. So, in the fight between radiation and gravity, the gravity wins. This makes the star implode. Implode means it takes all its surrounding matter. And finally, it explodes. This explosion creates a black hole. There are three parts of a black hole: outer event horizon. The first one, in that part of the black hole, we can still escape from the part of the black hole in the inner event horizon. Once you enter into the inner layer of the gravity, it is so strong that it will pull you straight into the singularity. Singularity, it is the core of the black hole. The gravity is very, very strong. Here, scientists believe if anything enters here, it will be crushed into dust and particles. There is no escape. Types of a black hole. There are three types of black hole. Supermassive. Supermassive is found in the middle of the galaxy and its size is very huge. It's not 5 times massive than the sun. It's not 10 times massive by the sun, but it's a billion times massive from the sun. Stellar black holes. They are small than the supermassive ones. The gravitational force is stellar black hole is so strong that it can turn 3 massive suns into the size of a city. Scientists believe that there are few hundred of stellar black holes in our Milky Way. Hello, I am Ayushman from Akshabal International School, studying in grade Milky Way. Intermediate black hole is the size of middle of supermassive black hole and stellar black hole. And the interesting part is that even scientists don't know that intermediate black holes exist. Let's have some fun. It's quiz time. A star is made of many gases. Which are the two main gases? A, B, or C? Your time starts now.
So audience, you can take 30 seconds time to type your answers in the chat box. You can just type A, B, or C, whichever is the right answer.
And the correct answer is A. Hydrogen and helium. Here we are with the last question. When a star is dying, there is a fight between radiation and gravity. Who wins? A or B? The timer starts now.
For the second question also, you can put your answers in the chat box.
And the correct answer is B. Gravity wins. Throughout my looking glass project, I exhibited being an inquirer because I was very curious to know more about our universe. I developed my research skills by framing factual and conceptual questions. I gathered relevant information from various resources and I chose the most useful information to share with you all. Of you all. So I am also a communicator and I used my communication skills. I thank my school for giving me this opportunity and my mentor for helping me throughout this project.
Excellent, Daishwan. You have done a detailed research and you have presented it so enthusiastically. It was a delight to gain more knowledge about black holes again, and you have presented your findings in such an interesting way that it made us audience focus well and answer your questions correctly. Some of them have typed their answers in chat box as well. Well done. The next presentation is by Yukta of grade 4. Yukta has been a very enthusiastic learner throughout her Looking Glass project's process. She was able to do in-depth research on her topic calligraphy. She went a step ahead and tried to understand the different scripts used in calligraphy. She has also displayed her skills in calligraphy by trying out calligraphy in her own style. Over to Yukta's presentation.
Hi, my name is Yukta, and today I will be introducing you to scripts of calligraphy. I chose this topic because I wanted to express my feelings through art. I have done calligraphy before as a hobby. That's how I developed an interest for calligraphy. I started my project by forming open-ended questions on my topic. Then I started my research on calligraphy. I used various online books and resources to collect information. The types of calligraphy are Western, Eastern, and Arabic. These have been categorized based on their places of origin. In Western script, there are 4 main scripts known as broad edge, pointed pen, modern, and faux. Broad edge uses a broad edge nib. Pointed pen uses a pointed nib. Modern is similar to pointed pen, but it's more casual. Faux is similar to pointed pen, but you can use any writing tool like a pencil, a pen pencil, or even a ballpoint pen. These are 4 types of calligraphy that I told you: broad edge, pointed pen, modern, and faux. If you can see, this is broad edge. You can see all of these lines are thick mostly, and very few of them like these are thin. And this is pointed pen. As you can see, everything is very thin. This is also known as thin. It's not that thick. Compared to this is thick, but it's still thin. This is modern. If you can see, it's a little like this, but it's a little bit more thick and it's more casual. And this is for, if you can see, they only use 2 ballpoint pens for this. Next is the Eastern script. In the Eastern script, there is Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. If you can see, these are the 3 pictures of all 3. Then there is Arabic script, where it has Persian, Ottoman, Afghan, and Pakistan. These mostly use broad edged pens. This is Ottoman calligraphy. And these are the many tools that you can use for calligraphy. There is rolling pen, pilot barrel pen, pentel brush pen, flathead brush, flexible obscure nib holder, rolling pen, pointed brush, broad nib dip pen, Tombow brush pen, automatic pen, sewed tip pen, and etc. I only showed you this much. There are many more left. I used research skills for gathering information and gaining knowledge about my topic. I used my creative and thinking skills to come up with my own calligraphy styles. And this is what I've tried. This is my work. I've used modern calligraphy for this from Western script, and if you can see, I've used many colors for it to be creative, and I used brush pens for this artwork. I enjoyed exploring various styles of calligraphy scripts. I was able to gain in-depth knowledge about various modern and traditional calligraphy styles. I also learned how text can be used as means of expression. I thank my parents, all the teachers, and the school for this opportunity. Thank you.
Wonderful, Yukta. It is very interesting to know about different types of calligraphy and how different nibs are used to write each type of calligraphy. You have tried out some styles applying the knowledge you've gained? Great. That's a nice work done. The next presentation is by Haran of grade 3. Haran has been a curious learner throughout his research process for this looking glass project. He has chosen Cubism as his topic. He was enthusiastic and eager to gain more knowledge about his topic. He displayed keen interest in understanding the Cubist art movement and the style. Over to Haran's presentation.
Hi, I am Haran from grade 3A. I have chosen Cubism as my topic for the looking glass project. I started my project by forming open-ended questions about my topic. I have engaged with Cubist style previously in my visual arts class. I chose this topic because I like working with geometric shapes and abstracted style of art. Cubism was a revolutionary art movement which paved the way for a new approach to presenting reality. It was invented around 1907-08 by artists Pablo Picasso and George Seurat. They brought different groups of subjects, usually objects or figures, together in the same picture, resulting in paintings that appear fragmented and abstracted. One of the important names when it comes to the Cubist art movement is Pablo Picasso. Pablo Ruiz Picasso was a Spanish painter, sculptor, printmaker, ceramicist, and theatre designer. He was one of the greatest and most influential artists of the 20th century and created Cubism along with Georges Braque. Picasso wanted to emphasize the difference between a painting and reality. Thus, Cubism involves different ways of seeing or perceiving the actual world. Slide 5 and 6. These are some of his masterpieces. Features of Cubist style. The Cubist style emphasizes the flat, 2D surface of the picture plane, rejecting the traditional techniques of perspective, foreshortening, and modeling. All the elements in the painting look geometric. The style is characterized by fragmented subject matter deconstructed in such a way that it can be viewed from multiple angles at the same time. I did this artwork by taking inspiration from the Cubist style. Some features of Cubism that you can see in my artwork are geometric shapes and basic colors and fragmented elements.
Very interesting and unique topic, Haran. It is interesting to know
Real life objects as basic geometric shapes and draw them. I was able to understand how paintings can be different from reality. I thank my parents, teachers, and the school for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
very interesting and unique topic, Haran. It is interesting to know how real objects are perceived as basic shapes and used to draw paintings. You have presented a detailed work. So nice to see that you have applied the knowledge that you gained in this project and created an artwork of your own in Cubist style. Well done. The next presentation is by Antonina of grade 3. Antonina has been an enthusiastic learner throughout the learning process. She had chosen the topic of planets and the solar systems as a topic for research. She displayed keen interest in learning about space and has found information related to the planets and the solar system. She was principal throughout the process and has organized her research work well. She exhibited academic honesty by citing all the sources she used. Over to Antonina's presentation.
Hi, my name is Antonina. I'm from grade 3B. I'm going to talk about the solar system. I chose this topic because I like to learn more about the solar system. The solar system refers to a star and objects revolve around it in an orbit. Our solar system consists of the sun, 8 planets and their natural satellites, dwarf planets, asteroids and comets. The sun is a star but close to us than any other stars. Like other stars, it is a massive ball with burning gas. It is almost spherical and consists of hot plasma interwoven with magnetic fields. The planets. The planets in our solar systems are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Let's see what are these planets are made up of. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it is the closest planet to our sun. And it is made up of iron core and silica rocks. Venus. Venus is the hot planet in our solar system, and it is made up of rocks and it is 96% carbon dioxide. Earth. Earth is the place where we live, and it is made up of rocks and minerals. Mars. Mars is made up of Mars. Mars is the red planet in our solar system, and its surface is made up of dust. Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the gas giants, and it is made up of hydrogen and helium gas, just like Saturn. Just like Jupiter, Saturn is also a gas giant, and it is also made up of hydrogen and helium gas. Uranus. Uranus is one of the ice giants, and it is made up of hydrogen and helium gases. But it is also made up of some ices like ammonia water. Neptune. Neptune is also a ice giant, and it is made up of water, ammonia, and methane. A little bit of methane. Dwarf planets. Dwarf planets are celestial objects that revolve around the sun. That are Ceres, Makemake, Haumea, Eris, Pluto. Asteroids and comets. Asteroids are between our planets. It's not empty. There are some dust and gas and dust and rocks that are called asteroids, and ice balls called comets. Natural satellites. A satellite is anything that orbits around a large object. Moons are called natural satellites because they orbit planets. The skill I have developed is research skill. By reading documents and watching videos, I exhibited being knowledgeable by learning more about the solar system, and these are my references. Thank you.
Wow, Antonina, that was a crisp and clear presentation about the different planets of our solar system. You have shared a lot of factual knowledge that you gained through your research and made your presentation very informative. Well done. The next presentation is by Vihan of grade 3. Vihan was enthusiastic about doing research work on the topic coins. He was excited to showcase his coin collection as a part of his presentation. He completed his project presentation with his parents' help and the mentor's support. Over to Vihan's presentation.
Hello everybody, my name is Vihan Sateti. I am from grade 3A. Today for Looking Glass project, I chose the topic as Origin and Development of Coins. I chose this topic because I was fascinated about coins. So let's get started. Hello everybody. What are coins? A coin is a small flat round piece of metal, alloy or sometimes made of man-made materials used primarily as a medium of exchange or legal tender. They are disc-shaped. Coins made of valuable metal are stored in large quantities as bullion coins. They are standardized in weight and produced in a mint in order to ease trade. They are issued by a government. Coins often have images, numerals or text on them. They differ depending on country or value. What were ancient coins made of? Coins have been the most universal embodiment of money. Ancient coins were made from gold, silver, electrum, and copper and its alloys, bronze or brass. Coins were first made of scraps or metal by hitting a hammer positioned over an anvil. It appears that many early Lydian coins were minted by merchants as tokens to be used in trade transactions. Which is the oldest coin in the world? According to different scholars, the Lydian stater is considered the world's oldest coin, made of a mix of gold and silver called electron. The Lydian lion is widely considered the oldest coin in the world. The royal lion symbol stamped on the coin, similar to a seal, was a declaration of the value of the contents. These coins predate ancient Greek coinage and were created in the ancient kingdom of Lydia. Hello everyone, I hope you like my explanation video. This is my coin collection. These coins are around 100 years old. They are worth around 55 to 250 rupees. These are some coins which are made from aluminium. They are worth 150 rupees. These are the present day coins. Thank you. Hello everyone.
Well done, Vihan. You have chosen an interesting topic for your research. Nice to know that you have a good collection of coins and you know the value for them. And you've shared some interesting information all about coins. And there was an interesting piece of information about the world's oldest coin as well. Well done. The next presentation is by Vishwa of grade 3. Vishwa loves stories of superheroes who save the world. He thus decided to become more creative with his Looking Glass project to learn more about Marvel, Disney, and how they became one and the same. He was very enthusiastic during the research work and thoroughly enjoyed the whole process. Over to Vishwa's presentation.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to my Looking Glass project. I am Vishwa from grade 3, and for my Looking Glass project, I chose the topic as cartoons. I wanted to explore more about Marvel and Disney, which I have my favorite stories. Let's begin. Marvel. Marvel is an entertainment group Marvel is an entertainment group that produced films based on Marvel comic characters. It was started by Martin Goodman. The pictures that you see here is Iron Man, a famous Marvel superhero. He can fly high up and in the air and save people from danger. Other superheroes in the Marvel universe are Hulk, Captain America, and X-Men. These superheroes fight against evil supervillains like Thanos, Magneto, and Green Goblin. Disney. Walt Disney Company, commonly known as Disney, which was started by brothers Walt and Rio Disney as the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio. It has some of most famous characters like Mickey Mouse, Woody, and Buzz Lightyear. The stories by Disney are mostly fairy tales and fantasy genre based stories. Other interesting fact about Disney is that Walt Disney Company acquired the Marvel Entertainment Company, thus making Walt Disney the major company that produced superhero stories in the world. My favorite character is Spider-Man, and I have read many stories about him, and I would like to narrate to you a story of Peter become Spider-Man. I wrote this story based on the understanding I got from the comics and read and from the Spider-Man movies I have watched. Peter Parker didn't have many friends because other kids thought Peter was different. They liked sports and music, while Peter liked books. Peter loved all his classes, and more than that, he loved his family. He lived with his aunt and his uncle. At home, his uncle Ben said to Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. One day, a spider bit him in his home, but he didn't notice the bite. Then he goes out for some work, and while he returning home, that there were cops standing at his home. They told him Uncle Ben was a victim of mugging and he died. Peter rushed to find some information about the thieves, and while running, he learned he could jump higher than usual. And to test this, he went to the roof and started to jump from one roof to another. Thus, he had become a Spider-Man. And he then remembered the memory of his uncle saying to him, with great power comes great responsibility, that when he realized its true meaning. I hope you all enjoyed my story. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Well done, Vishwa. That was another interesting topic of research. So nice to see that, having inspired by the Marvel stories, you have adapted a story of your favorite superhero, Spider-Man, and narrated it to us interestingly. Yes, we liked your story, Vishwa. Superb. The next presentation is by Shrinika of grade 4. Shrinika was interested to know about plants, particularly about gardening. She was very curious to know about materials needed for a plant to grow well, the different ways terrace gardening can be done, and what kind of preparations are required for terrace gardening. She explored further and has shared her presentation where she demonstrated how to do it. Over to Shrinika's presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Shrinika. I am studying in grade 4A. My topic is gardening. I like also gardening, so I chose this topic. My mom also helped to read book about gardening. Hi, I'm going to tell about earthworms and white sand. Some plants the earthworm is going away. We have to take that, and some plants we are putting. Then we don't have more in earthworm in plant. We have to take packet earthworm packet. And then we have to put it in that box, some grow bags. Then we have to put that earthworm sand in that grow bag. Hi, I'm going an yellow plant. Then sabja seeds plant. We not need in sabja seeds plant. With 2 earthworm we can put it. Then I say about white sand. In the bowl we put white sand, then we take eggshell, then we have to crush it, then we have to put it in and mix it in the white sand. Then we have to mix it, then we have to take from that bowl and we have to put it in rose plant. Then that's all. I'm going to plant rose plant. I need from coconut peels. I crush it and put it inside. I put also turmeric dry leaves. I have to put mixed sand. I'm going to plant manure. Sand, red soil, sand, manure. Take some spoon and mix it. Next one. I am going to take rose plant and plant it. This is a red soil and manure. I have mixed it. We have to take vegetable compost. Then we have to fill that box. We have to put it in the sand vegetable compost. You have to take vegetable compost and sand mixing. Hi, today I am going to plant zinnia plant. Water things for zinnia plant. I need a soil, then welcome compost, then I need a zinnia seeds in the water. Then in the bowl I put some dry leaves in the bowl. Then I need some water, then I need some soil, then welcome compost. So next I have to fill that welcome compost, then I need the soil. I put the soil seed. I have to add more soil, then I have to add more something. Then I have to put it inside. Then I have to apply. Then I have to put some holes in that the part. Okay, next I take the Zania seeds. Take some. Then I have to take the Zania seeds in water. Then I have to put it inside. I put all the Zania seeds. I have to close the seeds. Then I have to put some soil. Then I have to put some. Hi, today I'm going to plant zinnia plants.
Excellent demonstrations of the preparations that are required for terrace gardening, Srinika. You have explained each and every step in detail in your demonstration. You have exhibited the attribute of an inquirer and demonstrated good research skills by finding the answers for all your questions and sharing it through your presentation. Well done. Here we are at the end of today's set of Looking Glass project presentations. It's a happy moment for us to witness our learners demonstrating their research skills and creativity in their presentations. We believe in homeschool partnership and the holistic development of students. Thank you for joining parents and encouraging our budding learners. Special thanks to you for giving support to your wards from your end as well. Thank you all and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.